Now, let's modify the simplified 3D geometry. The developer work area includes predefined developer view frames. Developer sections show only the BIM component to be developed and provide the opportunity to select the individual profiles. Define the size, position, and options of your selected profile via the Properties docking window. You can enter fixed values, 3D parameters, or equations, or even a combination of both. The colored coordinate system represents the size coordinates, while the gray coordinate system shows the position coordinates and indicates the BIM component base point. So let's modify the profiles. Enter a name such as Short Side Panel 1. For the size, you can rely on the loaded explanations of parameters and values in the developer work area. In this example, enter for dx the parameter PBU_dy. For dy, enter the value 5 mm, and for dz, enter the parameter PBU_dz. To position the profile, it helps set the value to 0 to learn what the parameters are for. First, we need the half of the distance between guides dbg. Put a minus sign in front of it. Next, subtract it with gdh1, the guide rail depth of the counterweight guide rails. And at last, subtract the half of the profile thickness, 0.5 times pdy. You can do the same process for Z0. Once the first profile is set, copy it via the Additional Objects docking window. This window provides an overview of all active or inactive objects, such as child objects, profiles, and points of the selected component. It allows you to copy, clone, or delete the sub-elements by selecting them with the mouse cursor. So let's copy the profile, rename it, and adjust its position by changing the signs in the equation. Values such as PBU_dy and PBU_dz can be modified via the Data Manager. Remember to open another table to save the changes. After a value has been changed in the library, the BIM component needs to be reloaded in DigiPara Liftdesigner. To do this, simply exchange the component, for example via the RID number. Using 3D parameters and equations to define the correct profile location is highly recommended, as this ensures the profile is always positioned correctly in case the BIM component size is changed. For example, the parameter x0 takes the current distance between guides and the guide rail height into account. The parameter z0 always calculates half of the height. The next step is very important. Save the modified BIM component by clicking the button Save this BIM component. A new window will open where you can decide what you would like to save. The first option updates the existing BIM component. The second option saves it as a new BIM component, which is particularly intended for user components. The third option saves it locally on your computer as a 3D CAD model. In our case, we select the first option and click on the arrow. A short hint: after every processing step on the BIM component geometry, make sure to save it. And that's it! Now you know the typical process of product loading. In the next video, I will show you additional optional steps. Thanks for watching!